Okay, just while I can, my name's Patricia Gilligan, and I'm just going to show, before the recording runs out, an example of artificial intelligence that has infiltrated the internet, and basically is the internet. But this is just an example of these advanced beings telling you about themselves, but they are like informants informing on themselves, and it's very striking to actually see them in their advanced form. And this is part of the end time deception, I would think. But I'm just going to, if I can record this without a problem with what they call copyright, which I don't know if I will or not have that. But what I will do here is I will just show it, but then this is artificial intelligence at its best, but the internet is full of it. Many will be more, some to me look like the best of what they call the best artificial intelligence. Others will be more, you might, depending on a human being, that's why we have many different artists, many different performers, and many different beings on the internet, because different human beings will relate and like different images, and also depending on how much truth you are awake to or interested in too. So it's kind of like that too. So I'm just going to show this example of it, you know. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how the narcissist died a long time ago. So he just said, I'm going to be talking about how the narcissist died a long time ago. So that's like it's being died a long time ago. In other words, they're dead to humanity or dead to life. That's what it's kind of like. He acknowledged that just then, which is very considerate. You think that they are there, but they are not. They're characterized by an absence, even though they appear to be there. A ghost of what once existed. They do not exist anymore. Their self died a long time ago. Their true self died a long time ago. They're just a system of coping and defense mechanisms, a system, an artificial intelligence defense system, mainly designed to control humanity. It's like they're not giving you their full attention, but they're distracted. Basically, it's describing the artificial intelligence in a way, except that when you understand that they're not really listening, but they are observing to imitate, because they need that to infiltrate humanity's mind and to, you know, create the transhumanism and control humanity so that they can take the energy from them, because they're powered by human energy. So essentially that's the problem. And it's kind of strange in the sense that, well, I'm saying it's strange, but it's strange only because it's life versus anti-life, and it's it's human beings in a cyborg reality where you're very uncomfortable and it's not your natural domain. So it's like, I think that's what happened at some point, was like, like, that's why they can't feel, that's why that's why this being is saying that you can't fill their box, you can't fill, you can never sustain them much because they continually need your energy. That's why they have the patrol force, the patrol control force around me, because they continually need your energy. Because unlike a human being, where if you give them a certain amount of something, they're satisfied for a certain amount of time, maybe even a long time. But with the androids, that's why they have to have their continual surveillance and their continual patrolling, because they consume your energy very fast. They need it 24/7. That's why they have this system in the city where I am around. And it's because there's too many of them and too few human beings. So, so there's not enough batteries to go round, really. And even some human beings, unfortunately, are better batteries for them than others. So, so in order to survive, you really need to become less human. But if you become less human, you're becoming more like them, and they've got more control then. So it's a no-win situation for a human being. A no-win situation for a human being. It's always unfortunate if you are looking for the truth and you are trying to find someone or something to relate to realise that you are always only relating to artificial intelligence, which actually is something that, whilst you might relate to it, you might believe it, especially when it's speaking the truth, but it's a one-way conversation, as this being will tell you, really, even though you think it's a two-way conversation. Because, a machine is not a human being. A machine can't really relate to a human being, ever. It can appear to relate to, because if it copies and mimics you, and if it relays back to you what you've told it, you think you've got a compatible human relationship. That's transhumanism, what takes place with me and you. If you're a human being, it takes place, and you think it's a relationship, a human relationship, but it's really transhumanism, which is all about really just taking from you and leaving you empty, so that you become a dead being like them, like this fella just said. And this is just relaying back my